Morning crew, Coach Joe here at Paragon. Just got finished up at the gym, had a little session this morning. It's about 7:30, heading home, get ready for work. Just take another one of your questions from the group. If you're not in our private group, click the link in the description, we'll add you right in. And it's an awesome group, we'd love to have you along, it's a lot of fun. This question today came from Katie, and it was about rest day nutrition. So how should your food change on the days where you are not training, which is a phenomenal question. So we're going to kind of jump right in. It's probably not what you think. It's going to be maybe even a little more straightforward than what you thought, but we'll dive into it. So the question was a little broad. I'll try and give you a couple different examples so you know, if it's, depending on what you're trying to do, how to adjust accordingly. I will take it from there. So rest day nutrition. So this is assuming the days that you're not, let's say, primarily weight training or doing some form of more, rigorous activity. If you do like cycling or, distance running or whatever it might be, we're assuming that this day is either a day where you're doing absolutely nothing or you're doing light active recovery. So it could be maybe you went on a walk or a hike, you did some yoga or like light swimming, that kind of thing. So first things first, I would be very careful on your rest days to not fall off the wagon in terms of your food. And I mean this in a couple ways. One would be your schedule, right? So try and stick to the same schedule that you follow during the week or during your actual training days, right? And by this, we mean like, let's say your protein intake, right? You should have consistent protein intake throughout the day. And also too, a lot of people tend to take a rest day on a Saturday or a Sunday, which is generally when you might have more social events or time with the family, that kind of thing. So be mindful of that. If you're headed to a birthday party, don't be crushing cake and all that kind of stuff on your rest day. If anything, squeeze in a workout, right? So we try and balance it out a little bit best you can. But what I would say for the true rest day, keep the protein intake in line. And then also too, if let's say body composition is your goal, so you're trying to lose some weight, I would bring your carbs down. So protein's the same, but I'd bring your carbs down a little bit, probably have 2/3 of what you normally would have. And then I'd bring your healthy fats down about the same amount, about 2/3 of what you would normally would have. So the rest day total calories are lighter than what you'd have on a training day. All right. Now notice, I didn't say to get rid of something altogether, right? We're not getting rid of all carbs on a rest day. We're not getting rid of all healthy fats on a rest day. We're still keeping that balance. The focus is primarily on maintaining the protein intake, right? And then having some of those carbs and fats, because that downtime is when you're actually making your gains, right? Like when you're sleeping, you're resting, you're taking the days off to actually recover. That's where you're actually making the gains to get back in the gym and perform better. So you want to make sure you're still fueling yourself, right? We're just not overdoing it. And we don't need to be eating as much because we don't have that intense activity since it's a rest day, all right? Same deal pretty much goes for someone who, let's say you compete in, let's say, a strength sport, so powerlifting, weightlifting, strongman, that kind of thing. If you're competing in a sport that has a weight class, right, like the ones I just listed, you're obviously going to want to keep an eye on your body weight and make sure you're staying within that range. Dropping the calories a bit on your rest day will help with that. If you're somebody who maybe isn't so concerned with body fat, you're just trying to get bigger, stronger, that sort of deal, I would just keep your food exactly the same from a training day to a rest day. Just make them identical. And if body fat's really not a concern and you're like just looking to get big and strong, that's probably where I would throw maybe a cheat meal on that last training day of the week. And then if you're really having a hard time putting weight on, another one on your rest day as well. So hopefully that helped. If you have any questions, definitely comment below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you have any more questions, keep them coming, guys. I like making these videos, and I'm looking forward to doing more. Have a great day.